What is going on, everyone? Semi-original guy here, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web, bringing you another live league game of the day. Today we are on Struggling Grinding. This is a Fog of War baseline matchup with an airport and some contested comm towers near the center of the map. And also, we have an HQ, obviously, because you need HQs. You know, it's just what has to happen. Alright folks, so this is an interesting matchup here because we have the two brains of Advanced Wars by Web. We have Lash and we have Sonya today. And we also have Steel Plates and Giatomo as our players. Now I have played Steel Plates before, very crafty player, roughly around like the 1300. Giatomo, I'm not sure, I didn't actually look, but this match was a doozy for sure. So we are gonna check it out. Now, Lash, as we know, will get a plus 10% firepower bonus per terrain star that she has. So, on a 0-star terrain, she will have no firepower. On plains, she will have 10%. Forests, 20%. Cities, 30%. HQ in mountains, 40%. She also has terrain tactics as her co-power, which will allow her to negate the movement cost across all terrain. So she can just zippity-zoodah all the way across the map as she pleases. And she has prime tactics, which will allow her to do the zippity-zoodahs across the map, and also double her terrain stars on all terrain across the map, which in turn will actually double her firepower. So, very cool seal. Lash is underappreciated. More people need to bust out with the Lash. Alright folks, and we also have Sonya. So Sonya as a day-to-day will gain +1 vision in Fog of War. Her HP is hidden to the opponent. Her counterattacks will do 1.5 times more damage, and her luck rolls is -9 to 9%. So she does have luck, but she has bad luck. So you can't really rely on luck when it comes to Sonya. Sonya is pure tactics. Her co-power, Enhanced Vision, will give her +1 vision in Fog of War. And her super co-power, Counter Break, will allow her units to attack first when attacked. So that can be a very effective co-power. I think Counter Break is possibly... maybe I'm not going to say one of the best co-powers in the game, but it is a very, very effective co-power if used correctly. Alrighty, folks. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this one, and let's see what happened on Struggling Grinding today. Now, on the first few days, folks, you guys know the drill. It is the standard infantry builds, because you gotta get the infantry on the field, folks. #1 priority in Advanced Wars by Web. And the #2 priority in Advanced Wars by Web when it comes to Fog of War is getting out that nice, cool, little friendly recon to get the extended vision. Now, Sonya, enhanced vision on these recons can actually see 6 squares instead of just 5. So they are highly valuable units when it comes to Sonya, so we definitely want to be keeping those guys alive. We definitely want to keep the intel flowing. Now Steel Plates has gone a different route and actually built the day 4 tank instead. So nothing really wrong with the day 4 tank, you know, but recons are very nice. But the tank is going to be very effective because it will counter the early recon buy. So let's see what happens with this tank here, folks. We have Steel Plates going for the airport. Very, very important to go for that airport, folks, especially in base light, because you want to be pumping out air units in order to keep that unit count high. You want to be getting a lot of unit count when it comes to base light, because as soon as combat starts, if you start falling behind in units, well, you're gonna have a bad time. Folks. Alright, so Sonya is acquiring that comm tower. Very, very nice. We definitely want to be getting that comm tower, get that plus 10% firepower bonus. Steel Plates definitely going to be going for the comm tower as well. Yeah, we have begun capture on the comm tower, have the recon built, and 2 tanks so far. Now, Giatomo, our Sonya player, has actually opted out of building tanks and gone right for the artillery, which is pretty neat. Pretty neat indeed, folks. So artillery before tanks is a very risky play indeed. Ooh, so we're not even going for the comm tower either. We're going straight for the middle property. That's a rough one. That's curious. That is very curious indeed. I'm not sure how that one's gonna play out. Oh, so steel plate's doing the exact same thing, so it literally doesn't even matter. But you know, steel plates does have a infantry over here to begin capture of the comm tower after jumping properties here. So yeah, the recon is in the middle of the map. The recon see each other. This recon can see a little bit farther. Are we gonna be seeing a tank go up here and interrupt this capture and just completely ruin Sonia's life at this moment? No, we are not gonna see it because we don't know what's in the shade, folks. We have no idea what's going on down there. And just look at the vision from Giatomo at the moment. He can just see everything. He can see everything that's going on, pretty much. I mean, obviously, there's things that you can't see, which are in the shade, but you can see so much with these recons, folks. It is just absolutely glorious. Okay, so luckily, steel plates did not take the gamble and did not go up and attack this infantry. So it does look like Giatomo is going to be able to acquire that property. We are going to be getting that property. There we go. Very nice. Brings the recon back to a more safe location, hiding behind the old river. Builds the mech. Builds the legendary mech of the legend over here. We got the Yellow Comet mech, the Sonia mech. Very nice. We're going to see what this guy is going to get up to during the course of this map. But we do have also a battlecopter build from the top here. Battlecopter is going to be very effective on this map, especially with the amount of rivers. The battlecopter is going to be able to just run circles around AA, provided we have the intel on where the anti-airs are. So that's what it's all about, folks. It's about intel. It's about figuring out what's going on and about running away from anti-air. That's what the game is all about, folks. Now, steel plates does come out with the battlecopter of their own here. Got triple tanks in the center with a recon guiding their way. So this recon is walking with the torch right now. We are seeing everything that's going on. So Giatomo, unfortunately, is going to have to probably retreat from this situation because this tank is in range to attack this guy. Now, in normal cases, this would be a pretty big overextension for our tank to come back here and attack. Plus, I guess it won't really be able to because this infantry is definitely going to be going up for the comm tower capture. However, you just don't know what's in the shade, folks. You don't know what's in the shade. You don't know what's in the fog. You never know what's going to be coming up. What is going to be coming up is a double tank build right here. So now we match steel plates in the tank game, and our copter is a little bit farther ahead, and we have a nice placement of an artillery unit right here, just beckoning in this recon here, just looking at him, just like, oh yeah, I could just go in there and just do some massive damage. I could do so much damage to this guy right now. But will steel plates take the bait? Will he take the gambit? I personally do not think that he will take the engagement. However, you just never know, folks. You never know. This is a very overextended recon over here, taking a shot on this guy. That's a questionable play. That is a questionable play indeed. Now the other recon, actually, this recon moves pretty far in as well. Has no idea that there's a tank right here. So I very much fear for this tank at the moment. Especially because no other tanks actually cover this guy at the moment. So Giatomo might be able to get a very, very clean snipe on a tank at the moment. And only 1-star terrain, it's very likely that that will be successful. Let's see. Yeah, 5 and success. Beautiful. Unfortunate placement for the tank here. No matter where you put the tank, though, unfortunately, it would be in range of this guy. We don't see it. We don't know. It's perfectly fine. But we did snipe out a tank, which is beautiful. Honestly, work of art right there, folks. Work of art. That's what it's all about. And we surround the recon. If only we put this here. it wouldn't even matter because this tank can sit on the comm tower. Oh my god, we are going to be seeing a massive, what is that going to be? 140% firepower hit from the tank if Steel Plates decides to go in and take the engagement. Ooh, this is going to be a very questionable hit. It looks like we are definitely going to be going for it. Like, yeah, we are going for it. Look at that, 80% damage to the tank. Holy macaroni and cheese, folks. And we do a double attack to 2 infantries here, taking those guys all the way down to 2 HP each. And we begin capturing one of Giatomo, our Sonya player's properties. That is, oh, 2 properties actually. Never mind. We are potentially going to be sniping 2 properties. Now we do have units in range to interrupt. Ooh, Steel Plates busting out the classy medium tank, folks. There we go. There he is, looking classy as all heck. Very nice indeed. I mean, early tech ups are very nice, folks. Especially in base light, you know, because you're going to be seeing so many tanks. Potentially your opponent could bust out like a whole lot of artillery, which kind of slow down the progression of the classy medium tanks, but not a lot of people tech up by day 10, so an early medium tank can really catch people off guard in Fog of War. Now, however, this is going to be a pretty heavy match for air units, so there's a lot of potential for those guys. Now, Giatomo, he's got some options here. For sure. So I think we're going to be seeing a large series of attacks right here. Like, we have an artillery shot on a recon and potentially a recon clear over here, which is fantastic. We have tank interrupt in the center and we have infantry interrupt over here. So these guys don't even really have to worry about interrupting those 2 properties. Mind you, the tank one is going to be a guaranteed. You know, there's not going to be anything that can stop that. But the infantry going and interrupting over here, that is a risky play because you don't know if your opponent has infantry over here. So, I mean, if he attacks right here, he's done for. If he attacks right here, he's probably still done for, but it'll force this to attack or maybe the battle copter to move in and attack. So let's see what Steel Plates comes up with here, or what Giatomo comes up with, I should say. So we are going to be doing the, oh, we don't get the, oh, interesting indeed. So we actually forego our own capture on the property to make sure that the recon gets eliminated. Interesting, very interesting indeed. But we do put our infantry on 0-star terrain with a 140% firepower square right there. So that is a little bit rough. That's gonna hurt the infantry if Steel Plates goes in for the attack. Now, battlecopter moves in, tank moves back, tank moves in, doesn't get the clear because Sonya has no luck and just everything is terrible for Sonya most of the time, unfortunately. Yeah, we're not going to get that luck roll either. Yeah, that's not happening. Okay, very nice. Giatomo goes in for a nice little setup here as well. So he moved in, and he's baiting some attacks, you know. I mean, according to Steel Plates, like, there's not really that much resistance here. So if he's feeling feisty enough, he could maybe go in for negate the capture of this, clear this, move this guy in over here, but I guess he could just move it up over here as well. So he could potentially get a copter clear. I mean, the copter is going to survive with about 1 hit point, I believe. Maybe 2, but I think it's going to be 1. Yeah, I think it'll be 1. Tank could get a massive hit over here, though. So that's definitely a possibility as well. Let's see what they decide to do. Yes. Yeah, so it survives with 1. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. Okay. Unfortunately, we only did 50% damage to this infantry, so we are actually forced to attack in a second time in a row in order to secure our own capture. This guy, since he did attack, we actually have 2 days before we have to fully eliminate that infantry over here from Giatomo. So, yeah, steel plates playing it pretty good right here. You know, not too bad. A little bit overextended though, in my opinion. I mean, it's pretty risky to push yourself up that far, you know. But you know, all in all, it's fine. I mean, the amount of damage that we're doing over here, it's pretty good. And we got reinforcements on the way here pretty soon. A classy mutant tank is on the way. We got a battlecopter covering, but God forbid Giatomo has an anti-air hidden just out of sight. I mean, who would build an anti-air and keep it hidden just out of sight? I have no idea. No idea who would do that. It's also not in range, which is super unfortunate. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're not in range. We're not in range, folks. That is very unfortunate. Could we have played that a little bit differently? We could have potentially gone here. Like, we could have actually attacked from here and attacked from here, which might have been a little bit better, but like, all things considered, I think Giatomo made like the best play that he could think of at the time, you know? Nah, so nothing really too bad with that. But we have to, Giatomo's gonna have to think of something here. He's gonna have to think of something pretty quick. I mean, we got tank, so we do have double tank attack right here. We're attacking onto a city, so that's essentially a Kindle tank that we're attacking right now, if we go in there. And we don't have the comm tower, and we have bad luck, so I don't really see too many good things happening with that. Yep, see that? Oh my god, that's a dirty trade. That is a dirty trade indeed. Doesn't even clear it with the recon. So unfortunate. So unfortunate. Fantastic player from Giatomo here, though. Just completely took the front line on and just decimated here. And now has actually pulled ahead in unit count. So very nice for Giatomo. Unfortunately, like a lot of these units are really injured, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 units that are essentially out of the fight, but they still exist. And like I said, unit count is super important in Advanced Wars, especially when it comes to Fog of War. We did actually clear the infantry that was going for the capture here too. So I mean, that capture is safe, at least temporarily. So that's nice. Steel Plates is about to acquire another property down south too. So we have acquired that property, puts them at 20,000 funds per turn. And okay. This is Sonya's counterattack coming into play right here, because a 6-6 trade over here, practically unheard of when it comes to Sonya, but it's the counter damage. It's the counter damage. That's what it is. She has normally bad luck, but 1.5 times counter damage. So I mean, sometimes these engagements work out for you. Giatomo now has counter break, so we're gonna pop the counter break, which is very good, especially. So one of the best things about counter break is aerial combat. So you build a bunch of battlecopters, you send your battlecopters in, and then opponent's battlecopters can't destroy your battlecopters. It's wild. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy stuff, but they're perfectly fine because they attack first. So there's almost no chance for your opponent to destroy battlecopters that you own when you have counter break, unless they have anti-air, of course. But I mean, who builds anti-air? Nobody builds anti-air. That's just crazy. It's crazy talk. We are going to be acquiring the comm tower, which is very nice from Giatomo. 24 units to 24 units to 15 units at the moment. Value is essentially the same. It's not really any difference in the value, like, overall, so far. But counter break has been popped. Steel Plates does potentially have prime tactics, which sort of counters counter break in a way, because you do get first struck, but you have increased defense and offense. So there is a possibility that you can win the trades overall, but you got to get on the big terrain. That's what it comes down to. You got to get on that good terrain. And see, like, the engagements don't necessarily fail all the time, right? So 6 HP is going to be attacking this infantry first, right? So it does 2 damage, but then it takes 4 back, you know? So the trades aren't necessarily terrible. Then you got trades like this, right? You can still attack recons. You can attack units that like out tier other units. But there's other trades that you just don't want to take. Like this is a fine trade. I mean, medium tank attacking the tank right here, because the tank's not going to do a lot of damage to the classy medium tank, right? So that's a fair trade. You can do those things. You can do those trades, and they work out perfectly fine for you. This is... Why would we be moving on to a terrain that has 0 stars? Why would we move it there in the first place? Like, what? What's the... What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the purpose? What is the purpose of going here when we're occupying a forest with prime tactics on? Oh, no, we don't have prime tactics. We just use the... We use terrain tactics. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Never mind, folks. We use terrain tactics. I'm not sure if we got like a whole lot of use out of the terrain tactics, though. I mean, like, what did we really accomplish with terrain tactics? Let's see. I gotta double check this. Okay, pop the terrain tactics. Medium tank would have reached there anyways. Infantry had... There was not really any use for it there. Wasn't any use there. That gives you a slight boost. This gives you a slight boost as well. I don't know. Alright, well, we popped terrain tactics. It has been used. And there we go. There we go. That's, we're okay. Now, I wouldn't say it's necessarily, like, that bad for steel plates at the moment, because we do have lots of units, and we're a little bit ahead in overall income. But we definitely got to start clearing some units. Giatomo, unfortunately, cannot actually build a classy medium tank of their own, so they're not going to have any units that are going to be able to effectively counter the medium tank minus battlecopters, so we can go up and attack with battlecopters. But we're going to need something probably a little bit juicier, a little bit classier, a little bit bigger in order to contend with this guy. Moves the anti-air out of position. We're gonna bring this anti-air up though. Yeah, okay. Wait, hold on. Oh no, this is... Okay, this is a mistake. This is a mistake right here. We need to cover all our bases, right? We just sent in a battlecopter to attack a medium tank. We know that there's at least a 2-day reinforcement over here. We're not actually able to attack the battlecopter. Okay, so not as much of a mistake as I was thinking, but we do kind of want to always try to cover your battlecopters if you can with an anti-air. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. It's all good. Everything's fine. It's great. All right, day 14. Ooh, big ol' 40% firepower right there, and double hit. So we take two guys down to 1. And actually, you know what? Giatomo had vision over here, so I actually knew that the battlecopter couldn't hit his battlecopter. So maybe that's why we actually went in and took the engagement. So it's good. It's good. I like it. I like it. Okay. I take back all my criticism. This definitely was not a mistake. It would have still been nice to actually cover it, though. I mean, because, like, you never know. Like, maybe there was a battlecopter up here, right? You never know. You never know. You never know what's going on in fog, folks. That's why it's fog. It's a mystery. Oh, and we got a double hit on the tanks over here. Pretty heavy damage. We did take pretty heavy counter damage over here from this gray tank onto our little friend, the yellow tank. But battlecopter moves up and does a pretty successful hit. I mean, we're going to be following up with a mech hit right here, too. That is guaranteed. And we clear a... What was that? Was that an infantry? Yeah, we clear an infantry down south as well, so... Yeah, all things considered, like, Giatomo's push is going pretty good, you know? We got plenty of units on the field. No, I mean, our value is not really as high as steel plates at the moment, but we have lots of units that are healing. So we're opting out of buying bigger units in order to just heal the units that we have on the field. I mean, they're already there. They're in the front line. it's fine. Some people say that you don't really want to heal your units too much, and I can see the reason why, because it does mess up your build orders, so you're not really able to get certain unit builds later on. Why would we do that? Why would we do that? Why would we have to put this guy? Look at him. Look at him right there. We can attack this guy. Why would we attack the 1H span? That's okay. I mean, the only thing that I can think of for why you might attack that is maybe we're planning on sacking these two tanks to do damage to the artillery. That would be a terrible mistake, though. I mean, we don't want to be attacking that guy. We want to just stay away from him. Interesting. Spatocopter attacks. Why would we clear the one? I'm so confused. I'm so confused by that one. Okay. Another classy medium tank. Alright, perfectly fine. Everything's good. Everything is good in the world. Oh, another destruction of another infantry. So, Sony is being very, very effective of just sniping out units that are out of position here. And just slowly moving our forces up here. So, lots of artillery on the field too. What is that like? That's the artillery number 5. Ooh. You know what? They say that the 3rd artillery was a legend, but what would be the 5th artillery? What is the 5th artillery, folks? That's what I want to know. Let's come up with the title for the 5th artillery. Okay. So we do take out a battlecopter. So there we go. Pop the prime tactics. Does not help this guy, unfortunately, because he's sitting just chilling on a beach right by some rivers. Very vulnerable location, though, folks. That's highly vulnerable. Look at how stupid prime tactics is. 4 HP tank moves up, takes an attack here, takes this guy down to 6, and survives. What a legend. What a legend. Takes this guy all the way down to 1. Crazy. Crazy overextends, though, because we don't really have like a lot of units backing that up. This is a great attack here, though, because this guy is going to do barely any damage to this. And yeah, that's a great attack. This one will do a little bit of damage to this one, but not like crazy amount of damage, but we'll be able to do something. Did the medium tank just attack a battlecopter? Oh my lord, beautiful. Just absolute ferocity. Great. Okay. Carrying on, battlecopter, anti-air infantry builds, and it is Giatomo's turn once again. Once again, Giatomo is actually behind in overall income, so they will have to acquire a property somewhere. Where they're going to get a property, though, that is the question. Maybe that one? Nope. We are going to attempt to do the luck roll. Probably would have been better just to start cap on that property, because it might be able to do 1 damage, but it's kind of, I don't know. It might. It probably would. Unless we pop counterbreak. If we popped counterbreak and went to go capture, it would definitely go through. But this is not a very good counterbreak turn, because we don't really have a lot of offensive stuff to deal with, like the medium tank, right? Medium tank would just roll up and attack us, and it would be fine because the medium tank can't be countered. So we have got to start getting some bigger units on the field here. But the amount of artillery is just phenomenal. Just absolutely phenomenal. Okay. Steel plates moving up with the classy medium tank, taking a big old shot on one of them infantry. Or no, that was a tank. Yeah, that was a tank. 3 HP tank gone. Easy. And we are trying to acquire another property from Giatomo. Very nice. Tank failed to roll. We lose the vision. Perfectly fine. Whatever. It's fine. I probably would have just sat that guy there anyways, because it would have forced Giatomo to at least waste an attack on it. So I think that would have been fine, but whatever. That's okay. So day 17 has arrived. It comes right after day 16, folks. I know, it's crazy. Crazy stuff. And now we have the counter break. Okay. And we spotted another classy medium tank. I wonder what Giatomo's thoughts were at this moment. Seeing a second classy medium tank hiding in a forest, just thinking to himself like, uh-oh, what am I gonna do now? What he's probably gonna do now is send this anti-air in to just absolutely decimate this battlecopter. That is what I want to see. That's what we saw. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. There is no battlecopter there anymore. Was there even a battlecopter there to begin with? I don't know. It's possible, but I don't think so. There's no evidence of there ever being a battlecopter there. It is gone. It's gone to a better place. Perhaps. I don't know. Battlecopter heaven, where they can just harass infantry all day and not take any chip damage. Sounds glorious. Honestly, sounds glorious. I'm kind of jealous. Alright, steel plates. 23,900 money in the bank. This is a dangerously tempting amount of money for somebody to build the dreaded stinky Neo tank. It is a possibility that they might show up, but they don't, because steel plates is too much of a gentleman to just be busting out with stinky old Neo tanks. Builds the double tank battlecopter build of legend, and those guys are going to be rushing the front line here very, very soon. It's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. Things are going to be exploding like this. Oh, I almost thought we were going to go for that recon, but we don't, because we need to interrupt this farther, otherwise we lose a city. And we don't want to be losing a city. I feel like these guys need to be a little bit more aggressive now. If they're not aggressive, we lose 2 more tanks, and that's kind of unfortunate. I mean, the artilleries could back these guys up pretty good, but I mean, we don't have any anti-air. That's the problem. Don't have any battlecopters either down south. Like, this anti-air should actually maybe consider shifting, like over here. Oh, if it shifts though, there's a very good possibility it's going to be seen, because it has to run over this, and this guy's probably going to be going over here. So that's, yeah, that's risky. It's risky business. Very risky stuff. We should bring one, like, we should at least bring one up here. Oh, Recon doesn't actually see it. He doesn't see. He doesn't see him. Okay, so the city is still in the capture phase. We're still attempting to get it. There could still be some probability that we get it, because we did actually just surround it. And this tank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, cannot reach. Can't reach it. I think we just acquired another city. But Giatomo up north is beginning to acquire a city of steel plates as well. So this is looking pretty good. Now, if we do swap cities, we just end up being in the exact same situation that we're in right now. So there's not really anything too much to gain from that, but I mean, obviously cap the properties if you can get them, for sure. And Giatomo does need to acquire those properties ASAP. Otherwise, he's going to be in a very dangerous situation where you're playing out the last 10 days of the game in a struggle to gain properties, and that is a terrible position to be in. Now, you want to be in a position where you're defending your properties, not struggling to get properties, because it is much easier in Advanced Wars to be the defender rather than be the attacker. Now, some people, you know, they're born attackers. You know, you got the top level players out there that are just machines when it comes to attacking players. But then you got other players, you know, other top level players like to be defenders. They like to wait. They like to be patient. They wait for their opportunities. And you see a lot of that kind of stuff in Live League. You know, you see players that are really, really aggressive, and you see players that are a lot more patient. And more often than not, I see the patient players are the ones that end up winning more matches. Just saying it. You know, it's good to be aggressive, but there's a time and a place to be aggressive. And you gotta wait. You gotta wait for your opportunity for aggression. This was a great little play here. We cleared a lot of units, and it would be absolutely wonderful if we acquired our super co-power. If we got counter break at this moment, this push would be phenomenal. This would be absolute legend quality push right here. Are we going to be able to get it though? I don't think so, because we would have to... Well, we need about 6,000 funds, and there's not really a lot of options for getting 6,000 more funds, aside from gaining vision and sacking the tank and maybe sacking the anti-air. But, well, I mean, you could get it from just sacking the anti-air, that's for sure. I would think it's getting pretty close at least, so... But I don't think we're gonna do it. I don't know if it's necessarily worth it. Well, I mean, it kind of would be worth it, because this push would be unstoppable. I'm surprised we didn't go up and oh, we can't. We can't interrupt it, because it's sitting at 1, so it's a useless attack. It's 100% a useless attack. So Giatomo did very, very good game awareness at this moment. Did not take the engagement, because the only thing that would happen here is you go in and attack, and then your infantry is just going to get absolutely decimated in the counterattack, and he's going to acquire the city anyways. So, great move. And we got a prime tactics. We have Lash prime tactics ready to go. 16 units left at their disposal against 27 units and an even 111,000 fund value. It is so satisfying to see these kind of things, folks. It's absolutely wonderful. Okay, what are we going to do? We are going to attack a recon. We are going to clear a recon. We are going to attack a battlecopter. Clear the battlecopter. Attack tank. Clear the tank. Clear the artillery. And do 60% damage to the other one. I don't know what our plan is for the tank, but I feel like the tank would probably be a better option for attacking this at the moment. We attack the recon, which I guess is fine. It's not really anything too bad with that, but I would much rather just attack this, like 100%. Attack this guy. I mean, yeah, get rid of that guy. Get him out of here. Get that recon out of here. We don't want Sony to be seeing more things. Oh no, steel plates. I had so much faith in you, and then you just busted out with the stink ball. The stinkiest stink ball of the entire match has arrived. Just look at this guy. Disgusting. Disgusting stuff. Get some soap. Alright, counter break. Here we go, folks. We have the vision. We have the counter break. We have the indirects. We are looking good. I think this is going to be a very nice counter break. But I will say, Steel Plates has done a very, very good job at coming back in value, because they are now sitting at 119,400 value. However, I have a feeling like this counter break is going to do some significant damage. But once again, she's got prime tactics up, so there is some potential of survivability here. Like this, like that absolute unit of a tank that just survived like all those hits, -1. It does get cleared by the infantry at the end, but survived quite a few hits. And these anti-air just start rushing in, doing massive amounts of damage. Just taking out battlecopters left, right, and center, and just full sending their entire army into the center of the map. This is what you like to see, folks. Full send city. Their bags are packed, their ticket is bought, and they're having a one-way trip. No return flights here, folks. Alright, so the medium tank, the recon, the anti-air, and the infantry. This quartet up here is doing a very nice push, and actually very likely going to be acquiring another city for steel plates. And if they do acquire that city, that is going to put them at 21,000 money every single turn. It is going to be very nice. I don't know why we keep clearing 1 HP. Oh, yes, I remember. It's because Sonya's HP is hidden. Ha! Yes. Okay. No, it finally clicks in. Finally clicks in. Somebody is going to mention that in the comments, I swear to God. But no, this makes total sense. We're guessing. We're playing a guessing game. We have no idea what these guys' health are. Beautiful. Ah, that's the reason why I hate fighting Sonya. There we go. All right. These are some great guesses, though. You know, attacking the 1 HP. Very nice, though. You know what? It's one of the great things about Sonya players, you know? I absolutely don't like fighting Sonya. It's honestly, it just hurts my brain just looking at all the question marks. But if you bring the units back into the shade and then bring them to the front line, your opponent has no idea which ones are which. I mean, at least in like standard, you can keep track of what's going on, but not being able to keep track, it's just like, it's absolutely super annoying. Alrighty, we got an APC, we got the action-packed combat coming to the front line here pretty soon. Day 23, Steel Plates is still ahead by 1 property. Giatomo just slightly behind, slightly behind. If they get a property, it's going to be fine. Steel Plates acquires another property, flips it to 21 to 18. Now Giatomo is going to have to acquire 2 properties in order to achieve the win here. Medium tanks, folks, they are rushing in. Stinky Neo tanks, stinking up the center, taking out everything in its path. And sitting just out of range of an artillery, which is wonderful for the Stinky Neo tank. We are going to have to be firing some soap at that guy pretty soon here. Okay, the battlecopters are rushing in. We got 1 battlecopter attack, 2 battlecopter attacks, 3 battlecopter attacks, taking it all the way down to 6. Launching the soap at it non-stop here. And we got double artillery moving up here. Now, I think Giatomo's use of artillery on this map has been very, very good. Since Sonya is very weak in direct combat due to her luck, usually indirects are a much better way to go for them. Now, they are getting into desperation territory at the moment. That's why they're building a lot of transport units. So they are going to be trying to acquire as many properties as they can very, very quickly. They are threatening a double flip in the center here. However, Steel Plates has another move to another city for a flip. That could potentially be uncontested as well. Provided he does not move these 2 units. If we keep these 2 units right here, maybe even move the recon onto the city, these properties are going to be acquired by the Steel Plates. Ooh, okay, nice attacks, nice attacks. Oh no, we left it vulnerable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah! Oh god, no, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose the property. We're not gonna get the capture. Ah, it's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be terrible. Oh yeah, that capture's not going through. Enhanced vision. We have the vision, folks. There we go. We can see so much of what's going on once again. Giatomo moving in. Yeah, just obliterating that infantry. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do at the moment, folks. You have to stop the caps and acquire the caps yourself. That's it. That's the only thing left to do. And take out Stinky Neo tanks. Are we gonna take it out? Are we gonna get it? Are we gonna get it? Oh, he's going in. He's going. Oh, he doesn't get it. Oh, he's going in. Woo! He's gone. He's gone, folks. It's beautiful. Get that stinky boy out of here. Okay. The artillery wall and the infantry wall in the center is looking pretty good. So many super injured units. Well, once again, the thing that I didn't click into is we're fighting Sonya again. So Steel Plates has no idea what the health value of these guys are. All he sees are infantry using Shadow Clone Jutsu. That's about it, folks. You never know. Oh, and we got a classy boy of the sky over here from Giatomo. Very nice. All right. Bomber. Just out of range to hit the medium tank. Ah! Classy boy of the ground versus classy boy of the sky. That could have been pretty good. Destroys the tank and might get the property. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not there. We don't have enough. We don't have enough. We don't have enough movement to get to the city. He might get the cap, because he can join cap right here. Ooh, it's gonna be nice. Oh, and we're gonna get flipping prime tactics. Okay, Giatomo going for a neutral city down south here. Will he be able to acquire the neutral city? There's a big if, and there's a big maybe. Not sure if it's gonna work. It might work. Building the battlecopter, building the recon. Day 26. Steel plates, 20,000 properties. Giatomo, 19,000 properties. This is definitely going to get interrupted, but this is also definitely going to get interrupted. Alright, prime tactics has been used. And we are joint capping. Yeah, there is going to be absolutely no way that we can stop this. This bomber could go up and attack this infantry, and it's probably only going to do like 4 damage. So yeah, that is not going to happen. And we interrupt the cap in the middle. Yeah, okay. Yeah, unfortunately, with that move, I believe that this is likely going to be GG. Quite possibly. Maybe not. Maybe not. But with the loss of this property, and we're not going to get this property either. The only other option would be to clear the center and grab this property right here. Now that is possible. It is definitely possible. But we have 1 healthy infantry. We have 1 healthy infantry to do it. I don't know. I don't know. We're going to see transport copter down. City acquired. Anti-air down. Oh, and these guys are down too. They're both down to 5. No, if this guy survived with 6, it could have been possible. Nope, because he gets double striked by 2 battlecopters. Double battlecopter harassment here. No, he moved up and he attacked the healthy one. Oh my god, he had no idea. He had no idea. And because he double attacked it too, he knows that this was a healthy one too. He's probably just like, he's probably just smiling. Just so happy with himself right now. Just like, yeah, I did it. Woo! True lash style, folks. That's how she would do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a possibility of acquiring this property. There's still a chance of acquiring the property. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if it'll be enough. Probably won't be enough. Okay, bomber has been attacked. Ouch. Big damage to the bomber. That is a hefty strike. A hefty strike indeed from the classy boy of the sky. Oh, no. No, poor Giatomo. He fought so hard. But being behind in income the entire game just left him in a situation where he's not going to be able to acquire the properties in time. Builds a fighter. Beautiful stuff. Alright, we got a fighter. Now, Giatomo is day 29. He is going to acquire this property, but this one is 4 days from cap. So that one is not... plus we have an interrupt, so that one's not going to happen. We use the terrain tactics to do some heavy damage to the center units here. 4 battlecopters on the field. Another classy medium tank. Another anti-air. We do acquire this property. Okay. Cap it. Beautiful. We capped it. Alright, it's looking good. It's looking nice. We still have a neutral property on the map on day 29. That's nice. Okay, so we cap the property. Day 30. Steel Plates is gonna just finish off his turn here because now there is absolutely no chance for Giatomo to flip. But in a last ditch effort, pops the counter break, puts the infantry on the city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more turn. They would have flipped the property. And they would have won. 100% they would have won. This final push right here manages to acquire one more city. And if that city was flipped, Giatomo would have been the winner. But it was not. Steel Plates fought bravely into the heart of the unknown. He fought bravely into the void, and he was able to come on top. He was the victor today. So congratulations to Steel Plates. Very, very well fought. And Giatomo, very well fought indeed. That was a fantastic match to watch and some excellent Sonya play. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one as well. I definitely had a pretty good time going over that one. I kind of like these sort of matches, you know, these unconventional Sonya matches. They tend to be pretty fun for me. So like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye for now.